continue to bless your holy name. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Happy New Year coming from Lynn's Kitchen. From us to you, family, thank you. If you're joining me today, I love you. This is a new year, a new year for us to just go forth, let the old go. And I know that it has been very, very hard for some of us. Some of us didn't think we were going to make it through, and some of us didn't. But we just bless God himself for blessing us to make it this far. And you know what? If I've got new subscribers out there or new viewers coming in to join this family, won't you hit the like button and be a subscriber with us and join the family? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And today, me and my husband decided we just wanted to start the New Year's off, and I couldn't start it off without my family here with me. So we're going to be around here today, and I'm going to make him a New Year's breakfast. I don't know what time it is at your time, but it's kind of glary outside, so we're going to be in for today. And if you're stuck in like I am, come on with us and get comfortable. And today, look at me. I'm calling this day my glammy day. This is glammy day for me. I got on my glammy and my pajamas. So come on and glam jam with me today. If you got your PJs on, look. Go ahead, girls, get up and go put some makeup on and just feel good for yourself. This is a new year. Bring in the new year's feeling good about who you are, and bring in the new year's knowing that it's going to be great for you. Think positive, let's push this negative stuff out the way. We've had too much of it. I'm here today to enjoy life. I thank God for everybody who has tuned in. I thank you for thinking enough of me to come to this channel and watch me and be a part of this family. So we're going to do breakfast, and I'm going to do an egg casserole with spinach, and I got some little delicate, some little delicious things to go in it. But I'm going to start off, let me see. I had this on. So I'm going to put this way. I'm going to start off with doing my sausages. This is turkey sausage from Butterball. You could do any type of meat. Yes, I know, like that sizzle. But what I'm going to do is just start this off, get it ground up and get this cooked, because this has to go into my casserole. This is part of what's going into my casserole. I'm going to cut my thing up a little bit. Come on. Oh, I hope everybody's doing great. I refuse to let last year cause me not to enjoy this year. I mean, went through some trials and some tribulations, but you know what? I'm here today, and I'm thanking God. I woke up this morning with his name on my lips and in my heart. And I know, that some of us have suffered many things, but you know what? God is still good. He's still good for all of us. And I hope that you are doing pretty good, If not, you're always in my prayers. I always pray. Regardless, even before I got on this channel, I've always prayed. I pray anyway, but I've always prayed for the YouTubers. I've always prayed for those who are in need, and I'm not going to stop doing it. And I ask that you don't stop doing it. Something really beautiful happened last night. I wasn't able to be with my family, and it's the start of this new year, but we're hooked up online, me and my sisters. We're hooked up online, and we're all over. We're in Ohio, we're in Florida, down here in Louisiana. And I'm going to cut this up some more because I want this to really cook. We were able, I don't know if many people do it, and we need to get back to this. We need to share how we feel in different situations in a way where we can communicate where there's no hard feelings. And one of the things that we were talking about last night, because my mother and father worked so hard at wanting us just to be decent, people out here in the world. My mother, like I said before, my mother and father, they believed in the Lord, and they put the fear of God in us, and the morals that they set for us. And so we were talking last night, and I thought it was so beautiful as being one of the older sisters to hear my younger sisters, some of the things that we shared was so beautiful, and it just touched my heart, and I thank God for it, because sometimes the way the world is, I know there's a lot of families that are split up. My family's not perfect, there's some things that have happened, but you know what? We thought last night that, we gotta keep my mom and dad alive, and the many people in our families that have helped us through the years, and they're gone on, to glory now. We gotta keep what they strive so hard for alive, and that's through our sisters, our brothers, our children. If you're having problems out there with somebody, or you're just angry and mad about something that somebody did, and I can understand that sometimes it's hard to say, I'm gonna forgive that person, or I'm just never gonna speak to that person again. But if you have it in your heart and you know what's right, even if that person has really hurt you and made you feel, you know what? Give them a call, because life is too short. Give them a call. You start out. You be what God needs you to be. You start off. Write them a letter. Send them a text. And ask God before you write that letter, not to punish them or remind them what they did to you, but just to let them know that you love them, and maybe things to be straightened out. We don't talk enough to one another. Society does not talk. We just go with our feelings and our emotions, and those things right there, if we don't watch out, you know what? It could cause us to just bring devastating situations into our lives. And so we don't want that. Oh, wait a minute, Lynn. Now this is cooking up pretty good. Oh, you should smell it. It smells so good, y'all. Y'all know I like aroma, and y'all know I like sizzle. This is cooking up. This is going to be my meat that goes into my casserole. And I decided to do this meat because it's a little healthier for me and my husband. But there are times when I do like the Italian sausage. You could do just plain turkey. You can put hamburger. People put bacon. I know there's so many ways you can make a casserole. But this is going to be our casserole for today. And I'm glad you're going to come along and have our little breakfast brunch with us. That's what I'm calling it, because, that's just me. But anyway, like I was saying, I know that I have in my years, down through the years, I've been mature in my feelings and emotions toward people, and thinking that, I'm just not going to deal with them. And I do. I still have people that I have to go back to, because, sometimes we want people to be what we want them to be, and guess what? They're not built for that. You have to stop and think first that they're not you and you're not them, and we're all different, and we can't mold and shape people to what we want them to be. It has to be a choice that they would want to be a certain way. But you can't change a person, but you can change you. You can change how you feel, how you think, and what you say. And I don't care who it is. I've had people to hurt me, and yes, in my younger years, I'm gonna cut this down, because I'm gonna transfer this. I'm gonna transfer this and let this drain a little bit, but I need this drained. Okay, when I come back, I'm gonna have this drained, and then we're gonna start on preparing our casserole. Okay, be back with you in a minute. Okay, y'all, I'm back. And you know what? I forgot. I'll never forget this, but y'all, when y'all are cooking in the kitchen, for cleanliness, I always, and some people it's hard, but me, I always make sure I got my soapy water with a little bleach in it, because I like to be clean as I'm cooking. I don't like to cook wash afterwards. So it helps me out a lot. That's just a little thing that I do. You don't have to, but that's what Lynn do. So we're back. I've got my meat, it drained, and I got it in a bowl. And right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bacon on. And while my bacon is cooking, then I'm going to chop some of that's my spinach. Fresh spinach. I'm going to chop that up. There you go. Cut this down just a little bit, because I don't want it to burn while I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just saying, just let that bacon burn. Because bacon easily can be burned. So look at that. I put that too close back. Yeah, I may do it 3 pieces of, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to put that down. So I want it to burn. And I'm just going to put the top back on it just a little bit. So we're going to come over here. And while I'm doing this, y'all, this is what I got for Christmas. my son, which is his channel is Real Men Get It Done. He surprised me and gave me a butcher block, cutting board, and he gave me a set of knives. So I'm gonna try his Christmas gift out today because we're gonna chop. Oh, look at that. Oh, all right now, all right. Look at that. Thank you, son. But yeah, y'all need to check his channel out. For some of you that don't know him, his channel is Real Men Get It Done, and he's getting it done. And I'm so proud as a mother to see my children, you know, going forth in life and doing the things just like my mom taught me to do. I'm so proud of my son. I'm proud of my daughter and their families and my grandkids. And y'all, like I'm saying, life is just too short. And me and my sisters, we thought about, you know, all of the things that we could have said, should have said, didn't say. You know, you go through life and sometimes you do feel regret. But you know what? That's why when you're feeling like that, you need to go ahead and get to that person. The Bible says for us to go if we have an ought with anyone and speak with them. You do what's right to do. Sometimes we wait around, well, no, if they don't come and tell me, if they don't say I'm sorry. But you know what? You be the bigger person, and why don't you say it? Because you know what? What I found out in life is that it's better for you. It makes you feel better. Sometimes people are not going to accept your apologies. They're not. They're not. And you have to deal with that. You just have to, hey, if it's not accepted, don't be angry about it. You did what you had to do. Don't have a grieved heart or vengeance heart about it. Yeah, and sometimes people do things to us, you know, sometimes it's hard and you don't want to forget because that's that human nature of us. But I'm telling you, I'm not saying it's easy to do. Lord, no, I won't tell you that. Let me get this. But I will tell you the times that, man, that I'm allowed, or I had to get a new way of thinking because I stayed miserable. And it's like, well, even if I didn't do anything, why am I miserable? I refuse to be like that. Life is too short. You got to move on. And then sometimes, like I said, people want to accept your apologies. Well, you have to just let them do what they do, and you got to move on. You can't beat yourself up about a person not forgiving you for certain things. You know, you just have to move forward. But what you do have to do is forgive yourself. Sometimes we put ourselves in situations where, you know, even though we meant to do good, we moved and did the wrong thing, and then we get hurt because it's not accepted. That's why you have to learn. As I had an auntie used to say, you have to learn. What did she say? When to hold and when to fold. And I never understood what that meant, but that just means, you know what? You got to learn how to stay in your lane sometimes. Sometimes we can think that we're doing great things for people, and it may not be what they want, you know. So we just need to take time sometimes and understand that maybe everybody doesn't want what you want for them, or maybe they don't even want it for themselves. So don't get so bottled up and angry with people because they won't accept certain things about you. You know, because, I mean, we're just that type. We expect for people to acknowledge us and do this and do that. But you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Yeah, 6. It don't always happen that way. So you got to learn how to, what I found out, I used to forgive people, but then I still felt miserable. And the thing that I didn't do was I couldn't forgive myself. And so if there's anybody out there, I want to tell you, because sometimes you can't get to people. I understand people that moved away. And even, you know what? Maybe you're unforgiving, you know. I'm gonna put this over here because I'm going to even rinse this. I just got a thing with rinsing, y'all. But I've had people that hurt my heart, and they're going on. And I had that hurt carried in my heart for years. And it's like, but why? I'm sorry, I'm out of range. It's like, why? Because this person has gone. Whatever they did to you, they can't come back and say, I'm sorry. So you have to learn how to sometimes, forgive yourself for the anger that you had toward that person. When you learn how to forgive yourself for certain things, especially if you've tried to, rectify them and it didn't work, you got to move on. But you move on and you learn from it. That's what you do. You move on. You learn from what happened, and that's how you grow. Don't stay there. We all make mistakes. None of us are perfect. You just have to learn how to move on sometimes, and then learn from that mistake, Sometimes friendships are broken up and can be repaired. That's understandable too. But you can't stop living because of that. And so be encouraged, guys. That's what me and my sisters were talking about. We have to be encouraged that we leave it in God's hands, and God will tend to whatever is going on with that person and with you. But you don't stop living because of it, and you try to do better, maybe with the next relationship that you get in, but you just keep on living. And I want to leave that with you all. This is a new year. Don't get stuck with carrying baggage that you carried from last year, because you will never move on. And I'm telling you this because I know it for a fact. For years, I let hurt and I let anger and bitterness stop me from achieving a lot of things. And I kept praying. But the thing about it was as much as I prayed, I kept choosing to go back to that same thing. I kept choosing to, play this thing over and over in my mind, and to the point where your mind will trick you. And then what happened? You got Satan coming in there, and it's like, oh yeah, it's easy to make you feel bad. Remember what you said to her? Remember what you did to her? But if I've already apologized to her, if I've already, said, forgive me, I got to move on. We have to move on. And I want you all to do that too. Don't let circumstances take your life away from you. And what I mean, being productive, being able to move on and do greater things for yourself, because it will take, when you look around, years have gone, people have gone, and you're still where you are. And what was the point of that?
Hey, she gone for a minute, but I'm the coolest guy on the planet.
Give me a second here. Let me get some of this out the way. So I usually put, we don't like our bacon and stuff really hard, so I'm taking it out now. That will come out. But yeah, don't live life always, on that, because you will regret it one day. I'm gonna let that cook a little bit, just a little bit longer. I'm gonna put this to the side. Then I'm gonna bring my pan out. We finna get going, people. So I'm gonna got, here's my ingredients. I got 6 eggs. I've already chopped up, most of my stuff, my onions, my 2 types of onions that I use. I'm going to be using the pet milk. I'm going to be using a little bit of flour and this, and we're letting our, what are those? Let's see. We are letting our spinach drain just a little bit. And then my meat cook a little slow here. It should be on for a few seconds. Oh, and also, I can't forget, we gotta add some cheese to that. So I have mild cheddar cheese. Here's my evaporated milk, because when I looked in the refrigerator, I didn't have my milk. So I always keep some type of evaporated milk on hand just in case I run out of milk or can't get to the store. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put 6 eggs. Yeah, I'm using 6 eggs for this casserole, okay? Put that. Oh, and I forgot to get my little salt and pepper. So I'm gonna get my little salt and pepper. That's 6 eggs. Okay. I don't really need this stuff around here. I'm gonna punch that up. That goes to the garbage. Okay. Wash my hands and things off here. Let me get my salt and my pepper, people. Salt, pepper, and you know I have my onion and my garlic. I just have to. That's just one of those things I have to do. Okay. So here we go. A little bit of garlic powder. To you, it's a lot. It's just regular garlic powder if you can find it anywhere. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. This came off too. You gotta lift this. This is onion powder. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. Put a little bit of salt in here. A little bit of salt. And a little bit of pepper. Check my pepper. Okay, I'm gonna take these out in a second. Put this to the side. Okay. Oh, and I need to get my flour. Excuse me. Just gonna put a little bit of flour in there. That's gonna help eggs sticking a little bit better. Wait a minute. I'm gonna stir this up. Come on. Yeah, so, learn how to forgive yourself. Because sometimes, we be so busy forgetting and we're miserable because sometimes you still don't forgive yourself. And I found out that you gotta forgive yourself. Gotta forgive yourself in order to go through this thing. I'm gonna put a little bit of milk in there. Yes, indeed. But yeah, those are some of the things that we thought about. Don't hold the grudge. It kills you more than it does anybody else. It takes so much out of you. And I still will say to you today that I still have a few people because I want to grow. I have a few people that I still have to go to and apologize. Okay, let me check my meat first though, y'all. Okay, that's how I want it. Move it over here. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off because I still got to use this again for something later, but we don't want it to be that hot. So I'll put that in my. But anyway, yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my. Now I have green onion and I also have white onion in here. Y'all know I love my onions. For anybody who don't know, I love my onions. And so yeah, how much I put in there, I don't know. I put enough in there for my taste. You don't have to use onions. There's so many ways that you can make casserole. Oh my goodness. So many ways. Okay. And then I have some red bell peppers. I'm adding that for color, but they still do taste good, y'all. Still taste good. You don't have to put that in there. That's just what Lynn's putting in hers. And I'm sharing this with you because look at that. That looks like Christmas and New Year's anyway. Okay. And then I'm going to add my meat in here. I had to put a little bit more meat because my husband is a meater. He loves tastes his meat. So we'll see. It's getting thick. Look, it's looking good, y'all. It's looking good. The last thing I'm going to put in here, I'm going to put this and then I'm going to put my cheese in there. I'll use 1 or 2 handfuls of that. And I chopped it real fine. You don't have to. But you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to put a couple more eggs in here. That's what I think I'm going to do. And after I put the eggs in here, then I'm going to go ahead and put my cheese in there, right? So I'm going to do a couple more eggs. Ha! Here they are. I'm just going to put them in there. Because I'm an eggy person. I love my eggs. Come on. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's what I want. So I use 8. Yeah, I use 8 eggs. And this can be, casseroles, I love them because you can all day long. All day long. And I have my oven up at 375, and I'm going to cook this for about 35 to maybe 45 minutes. It depends on everybody's oven because we all have different type of ovens, and different ovens work certain kind of ways. But I'm going to do it for about. I'll look at it, and if it's what I want, then we're fine. So I'll get it in there. But I do have my oven already preheated. Add this cheese in there. Oh, look at that. We're doing sharp cheddar too. Mild cheddar, not sharp cheddar. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, so now, this is the bowl I'm gonna do in here. And use my pan. This is this butter non-stick. That's for my pan. So we're just gonna make sure. All right, in now. Put that aside. Okay. We're gonna see. Put it in there. Oh, y'all, don't that look good? And you should smell the turkey. The oil smells so good. So good. Look at that. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Put this in there. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so like I said, we're going to put this in there for maybe 35 to 45 minutes, depending on what my oven does and depending on what yours do. And so I'm going to be back with you. I'm coming back. Okay, hey, y'all, we are back. And my casserole is almost done. I took it out just a little bit to put extra cheese on the top because we like things gooey around here. Now what we're going to do our French toast, okay? So I've got this heated. I'm going to, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm just going to crack my eggs and things first. And then yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll crack our eggs. Put that down the drain right there. I got 3 eggs because the bread is thick that I'm using. And I want it to be, we have to soak it and let it absorb a little bit. Okay, let me whisk this a little bit. Okay, y'all. I'm so glad you guys are here with me on New Year's. This blesses my heart. It really does. It really does. Come on, get in there, y'all. So I did 3 eggs. I'm just trying to break them up just a little bit. And put my little pet milk in here again. Stir that. Okay. I'm going to use a little bit of cinnamon here. Well, I like cinnamon, so it's not a little bit. And I'm just going to use a little bit of pure vanilla flavor, okay? Yeah. I think that's about it. And I'm going to use me some sugar. Just to give it just a little bit of something on it. Okay, I'm going to stir it all together. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. And I wish you could be here in the kitchen with me, enjoying this meal. But guys, you can take and have casserole and breakfast anytime you want to. Remember when we were growing up, my mom didn't mind it. If she wanted to have breakfast for dinner, we had it. If she wanted breakfast for lunch, we had it. And you know what? Again, it was always a great meal for us. We didn't mind. We didn't mind. Because whatever Ethel put out there, it was good. So I got that mixture all together there. And let me get my hands while I start kind of sticky. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the butter in the pan. It should be. Yep, there you go, y'all. Yeah. I'm going to let that melt around. And while that's doing that, okay, we're going to take and soak our bread a little bit. Okay, got Soak that bread in there. Soak it. Okay. Yes, I wish you guys were here with us. And cut this down, 'cause I don't want it to burn. I want nothing to burn. Oh, yes, I know I'm using a knife and I shouldn't. Should be using wooden. Okay, here we go. I'm corrected, okay? Because you don't want to mess up your pots and pans. I mean, you see, this is my baby. This is my go-to. You can cook anything in these type of pots. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it up just a little bit more. And then let me get a fork for dipping. Don't want to use my hands. Okay, this should be okay. My hands are clean. Gonna put that in. Yes, indeed, cut that up just a little bit. And get to the next one. Yeah, so guys, please, I don't want to harp on anything, but please, if you can get to anybody, love on them. Love on them. Because, you know, the Bible says that, you know what? That love is, oh man, that's the most powerful thing that you can do for somebody, is to love them. Regardless of how they act towards you, just love them. Just love them. I think I put 3 eggs in this, and we did the vanilla. Turn it, let this soak. Yes, indeed. Yeah, just learn to love, because, man, that's the greatest commandment that we're given. And sometimes you won't get that same back, but you do the best that you can do. That's all. Just do the best that you can do, and you'll be okay. Your reward is the fact that you did it, and then you'll be at peace with it. You will be at peace with it. I'm telling you, I know. And I hope you guys have made some you know, as they say, resolutions to how you're going to have life this year. I'm going to put this away. Soap with water, y'all, right on time. Okay, I'm going to put this stuff away, and when I come back, it's just going to be for a second. By that time, I can turn these, and we'll be almost ready to set the table, okay? I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're back. We're finna flip these and see what we got. Guess what? It's time for me to take the casserole out, so let's see here. Ooh, y'all, look, there she go. We gotta let her cool down. But there she go, y'all. Okay. Check on these. So I'm going to set the table, y'all. I'll be right back, okay? So guys, here we are. We have our spread for our New Year's. We are so thankful that you came to join us. We're wishing you a wonderful New Year's, and let it be prosperous in your heart. Okay, think differently. Make change for yourself and help make change for other people. For my subscribers, I thank you so much. For my new subscribers, if you just hit that like button and subscribe, and then you know what, hit that bell so that you can be notified for the next videos that are coming up. And again, send your comments. I'll try to get to you all as quick as I can. But just know from my family to yours, we love you. Lynn's Kitchen loves you, and welcome back and join us for our next adventure through the new year. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye for now.
Hi, my name is Rufus. Rufus, yeah, Rufus. Can you say it? It's Rufus, but most people call me Ro. And guess what? I love Lynn's Kitchen. You like Lynn's Kitchen? Lynn's Kitchen, Lynn's Kitchen, Lynn's Kitchen. Ro loves Lynn's Kitchen.